There is a divine law of supply, and it is always working. Invisible currents move in your favor the moment you align your thoughts, and your faith with the truth that abundance is yours by divine right. Money is not something to chase, it is something you magnetize, and you do that through the power of your word. The spoken word is your wand, your belief is the flame, and your expectation is the key that opens every closed door. Today we awaken the ancient truth that prosperity responds instantly to the language of faith. These are not spells in the worldly sense. These are declarations of spiritual certainty. Each money spell is a key to the invisible vault of riches waiting for you to claim them. They do not require force, only alignment. They do not depend on hustle, only harmony. When spoken in love, when believed without fear, and when released into the others with complete trust, they manifest with divine speed. You are not here to suffer lack. You are not here to beg the universe. You are here to command your good. To stand tall in the temple of your own faith and declare, "There is no lack in divine mind, therefore there can be no lack in me." As you speak, so it is done. The universe rearrange, the delays dissolve, the channels open, and what once seemed impossible becomes your everyday reality. With each money spell you speak today, you are not just hoping. You are knowing. You are not waiting. You are receiving, and what you receive will come in ways that surprise you, delight you, and remind you that divine substance is never limited. It flows where faith grows. It rushes to the soul that expects it. It blossoms in the heart that believes it is already done. Now breathe, center your spirit, and prepare to speak not from fear, but from favor. For the words you are about to say are alive, they carry energy, they shift timelines, and they are about to call in money like a magnet. Money that flows instantly, effortlessly, and abundantly, because the law is on your side. Unexpected income now flows to me from all directions under grace and in perfect ways. Say it not with doubt, but with the certainty that the invisible supply is already moving. You are not calling something far away. You are acknowledging what is already near, waiting to be claimed. This is the law of increase, and the moment you declare it, you become a magnet to miracles. Unexpected income does not come from your logic. It comes from your alignment. It may appear as a refund, a gift, a raise, a new client, or even a stranger's generosity. But remember, do not ask how. That is not your role. Your role is to expect. Every time you affirm this spell, you open invisible windows. You activate spiritual pathways through which supply rushes in. It is not your job to know the source. It is your job to speak the word. Speak it when fear rises. Speak it when bills whisper lack. Speak it even when you cannot see a way. For when you say, "Unexpected income now flows to me," you are not pleading, you are proclaiming, you are not begging, you are believing. And belief is the bridge to manifestation. Do not delay your good with disbelief. Do not cancel your miracle with doubt. Instead, plant this word like a seed and trust that it cannot return void. The moment you said it, angels were assigned. Energy shifted. People you've never met began thinking about blessing you. Situations started turning in your favor. For nothing is more powerful than a word spoken with faith, wrapped in expectation, and sent forth with love. Say it once and let it be done. Say it again and let it deepen your trust. Say it every morning, every night, every time your heart desires to feel secure again. Because the more you say it, the more your inner vibration rises. And when your vibration rises, wealth recognizes you. It finds you. It flows to you. Not because you chased it, but because you became a clear and worthy channel for it. Let this be your knowing. Unexpected income now flows to me from all directions under grace and in perfect ways. Not someday. Not when you're ready. But now, because divine timing is always now, and you, beloved, are divinely supported. And as unexpected income begins to show itself in your life, from directions you could never plan, you start to realize that wealth is not earned by struggle. It is received through spiritual openness. You are not here to chase, you are here to attract. And so the second spell rises gently from the first. As naturally as the sun follows the dawn, everything I touch prospers and multiplies. Let your voice carry this affirmation with calm authority, not as a wish, but as a decree. When you say these words, you infuse your actions with divine energy. Your hands become instruments of increase. Your ideas begin to grow roots. What once felt delayed begins to accelerate. Everything you touch, your projects, your business, your conversations, your decisions, they begin to respond, not just in wordly terms, but in vibrational power. Because your touch is no longer ordinary, it is anointed with divine favor. Speak this with the trust of someone who knows they are not doing life alone. You are backed by the infinite. You are guided by the unseen. And that divine support turns your smallest step into great progress. Say it when you're working. Say it when you're waiting. Say it when you're watering the seeds of your dream. For when you affirm that everything you touch prospers and multiplies, you give permission for divine multiplication to unfold in your finances. This is the law of expansion. Whatever you bless increases. Whatever you fear contracts. So bless your work, your money, your vision, and even the slow seasons. Bless them with your words. Bless them with your belief. And watch them multiply. Not because you forced it, but because you aligned with the truthing that prosperity is not something you pursue. It's something you awaken. And as everything you touch begins to prosper and multiply, a calm confidence takes root in your soul. You no longer question whether money will come. You begin to expect it with quiet certainty. The energy of doubt fades, and in its place rises a deeper knowing. I am a magnet for divine money miracles. Say this as if the truth of it already lives in your bones. Let it echo through your spirit like a sacred bell, awakening every cell to its divine inheritance. You are not just hoping for money. You are attracting miracles wrapped in gold. You are not asking the universe to remember you. You are remembering who you are, a powerful co-creator, a divine being wired for wealth. When you call yourself a magnet, you change your relationship with money. You stop trying to force it. You stop fearing its absence. You start recognizing that wealth is not only attracted to action, it is attracted to energy. The frequency you emit is your real currency, and the more you align with the vibration of abundance, the faster divine money miracles find their way to your door. Speak it when you rise in the morning, before the noise of the world can reach you. Speak it in the quiet moments when doubt tries to whisper its old stories. Speak it with every breath that longs to be free from lack. For you are not calling something impossible. You are calling forth the natural law that has always been your songs. I am a magnet for divine money miracles. And these miracles don't arrive through logic. They arrive through favor, through alignment, through divine surprise. A missed opportunity suddenly returns. A delay transforms into a blessing. Someone remembers you with a gift and offer, a chance that multiplies your path. You are no longer bound by what is seen. You are guided by what is felt. And your feeling now is faith, pure, expectant, radiant faith. You are not alone in this declaration. The heavens hear it, the earth responds to it, and money sweet and sacred flows toward it, effortlessly, gracefully, now, and as divine money miracles begin to appear. Sometimes in small ways, sometimes like a tidal wave of blessing, you start to live in a new rhythm, a rhythm of receiving, a rhythm of allowing. And from this sacred rhythm's the next truth, soft but powerful. Large sums of money come to me quickly, easily, and continuously. Let your voice carry this with the authority of someone who knows that lack is no longer your portion. These words are not fantasy. They are frequency. When you speak them, you are aligning your inner world with a higher law, the law of flow, the law of grace, the law of abundant and effortless circulation. Say it with reverence and confidence. Large sums, not just enough, not barely making it, but overflow, surplus. Blessings with your name on them traveling at the speed of faith. Do not let your current bank balance tell you what is possible. Let the vibration of this truth speak louder, because money does not move first. Belief does. When your belief expands, the current of wealth quickens. The gates open wider. You are not waiting for money. You are allowing it. You are not chasing it. You are welcoming it home. And the more you say this, the more normal it feels to receive without struggle, to receive without guilt, to receive without explaining your worth. This is your divine right, to be supported, to be resourced, to be free. And money is a divine servant in your life, not a master. It comes to you easily because you are in agreement with ease. It comes quickly because you are no longer laying with disbelief. And it comes continuously because you have opened the spiritual channel where money never stops flowing. Let it be said again, with all your hearting, large sums of money come to me quickly, easily, and continuously. Speak it like the law it is. Feel it like the promise it holds. And let every repetition shift your state from worry to wealth, from fear to freedom, from doubt to divine demonstration. And as the flow becomes steady, as large sums begin arriving in ways you never imagined, through people, through chances, through shifts that seem orchestrated just for you, you begin to trust deeper. You begin to walk lighter. You no longer wonder if money will come. You now ask, how much more can I receive? And it is in this sacred receiving that the next divine spell reveals itself. Money comes to me when I need it, and money comes to me even before I ask. There is no fear in this truth, no panic, no pleading, only peace, only knowing. This is the law of divine anticipation, the law of provision before the need even appears. Say it and feel the weight lift off your shoulders. You are not responsible for the how. You are responsible for the allowing. And this spell is a declaration that the universe is already ahead of you. That provision is prepared. That supply is on the way before you even recognize the demand. Speak it when deadlines approach and the mind wants to race. Speak it when you're unsure how things will unfold. Speak it as a quiet reminder that you are not forgotten, not abandoned, not left behind. You are divinely guided and your needs are divinely met. Always on time and sometimes even early. And what greater peace is there than knowing that what you need is already in motion before you even name it? You are not speaking this spell from scarcity. You are speaking it from sacred trust, the trust that comes when you remember who your true source is, not a job, not a system, but the invisible, inexhaustible source of all good, that which sees the road ahead, that which answers prayers before they are spoken, that which knows what you need before you even do, and delivers it with perfect timing. Say it gently, say it boldly, say it with every breath of faithing. Money comes to me when I need it, and money comes to me even before I ask. Because that's how grace works, quietly, powerfully, and always right on time. And as you feel the comfort of money arriving even before the need arises, your spirit begins to relax into a deeper state of knowing. A knowing that you are supported by divine intelligence, not random chance. That every dollar is guided, every blessing is assigned, and every financial breakthrough has been written in your favor. It is from this sacred peace that the next spell unfolds like a whisper from the soul. I always have more than enough for everything I need and desire. This is not just a statement about money. It is a statement about your identity. You are not a person trying to have enough. You are a soul who lives from the overflow. When you affirm this truth, you erase the old programming of just getting by. You break the cycle of lack. You step out of survival mode and into divine sufficiency. Say it, and feel the shift. You are no longer worried about the last bill or the next one. You are no longer hoping something works out. You are living from a well that never runs dry. Speak it slowly. Let it sink into your spiriting. I always have more than enough. Not just for the basics, not just for the needs, but for the desires too. For the beautiful life you were meant to live, for the small joys and the big dreams, for giving, for saving, for investing, for celebrating. Because abundance is not selfish, it is spiritual. And your desires are not random. They are divine instructions for the life you are meant to experience. As you speak this, your vibration changes. You begin to see opportunities where there were none. You begin to attract resources, support, and solutions that match this new identity. You begin to embody someone who is never afraid of running out, because you live in constant agreement with the law of more than enough. You stop hoarding. You stop doubting. You stop asking, will it be enough? And start declaring, it already is. You bless your money, your time, your gifts, and they bless you back in multiplied form. You open the windows of your life and let the breeze of divine provision flow in. And so this spell becomes your truth, your rhythm, your reality. I always have more than enough for everything I need and desire. Say it until your subconscious believes it. Say it until your finances reflect it. Say it until lack has no space left in your energy field. And as you dwell in the energy of more than enough, you start to notice how life responds to this inner abundance. Doors open with less resistance. Ideas come with more clarity. And there's a sacred ease to your days. From this energy of overflow, the next divine affirmation begins to rise. Steady, simple, and sure, every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied under grace. No longer do you release money with fear. You release it with faith. Because now your understanding money is not gone when it leaves your hands. It is simply circulating back to you in new and multiplied ways. This is the law of divine return. The more freely you give, the more freely you receive. Not from force, not from debt, not from anxiety, but from trust in the sacred cycle of circulation. When you pay a bill, whisper this spell. When you buy something that brings you joy, say it with a smile. When you give to someone in need, speak it as a blessing. Every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied. You are not just spending. You are sowing. You are not just releasing. You are activating increase. Money is energy, and when it flows from a place of peace, it cannot help but return with a greater blessing. Speak this even in the moments when your balance is low. Speak it not from what you see, but from what you believe, because the power is not in the number. It's in the name you speak over it, and the name you now give your money is blessed, multiplied, and never wasted. You no longer say, there it goes. You now say, here it comes back, bigger, better, richer in every way. Let this become your normal, your sacred rhythm. Money flows out and money flows in, and every time it leaves your hand it carries your faith with it. It returns with a Harvey accident, not by luck, but divine law, perfect, graceful, and exact. So say it again until it becomes your automatic truth. Every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied, under grace. And let the energy of this truth bring peace to your giving, joy to your spending, and confidence to your receiving. And as you walk in the flow of giving and receiving, as every dollar you release returns to you multiplied, something powerful awakens in your soul, a quiet certainty, a royal stillness. You begin to feel what it's like to be in partnership with the infinite. You begin to feel wealthy, not just in your hands, but in your being. And from this place of deep alignment, the next truth is spoken. Wealth is my natural state, and I now return to it. This is not something new you're creating. It's something ancient you are remembering. You were never meant to struggle with money. You were never meant to beg or borrow or barely make it. That was learned. Wealth is original, it is your birthright, it is your truth. When you affirm this, you are not asking to become something. You are choosing to remember who you already are. Say it slowly. Let it vibrate in your cells. Let it correct every let you were taught about lack. Wealth is my natural state. That means abundance feels normal to you. That means having enough is no longer a surprise. That means overflow is not the exception. It is the expectation. You are not separate from wealth. You are one with it, as natural as breath, as constant as your heartbeat, as sure as the sunrise. Every time you speak these words, you undo old stories. You break old spells. You silence old fears. And in their place, you anchor yourself into divine truth that the universe is generous. And so are you. You no longer apologize for having. You no longer feel guilty for receiving. You no longer feel unworthy of more, because you have returned home. And home is wealth. Home is sufficiency. Home is security wrapped in peace. Let this truth carry you forward all. Wealth is my natural state, and I now return to it. No effort, no striving, just remembering, just reclaiming, just returning to the river of prosperity that has always been flowing underneath everything, waiting for you to say yes. And as you return to your natural state of wealth, something deep within you settles. An ancient confidence, a quiet power. You no longer measure yourself by what's in your wallet, but by what's in your spirit. You know now that money is not something outside of you. It is something that responds to the truth you carry. And from that truth rises the next sacred affirmation. I am open and ready to receive unlimited wealth now. There is no hesitation in this declaration, no shrinking, no apology, just openness, just readiness, just alignment with all that is good and abundant and meant for you. When you speak these words, you are clearing the path. You are removing resistance. You are unlocking doors that your logic cannot see, but your spirit already knows are there. Say it with a soft heart and a strong voice. I am open and ready. That means no more delays, no more doubts disguised as humility, no more postponing the good that's been circling your life, waiting for your permission to land. You are no longer closed. You are no longer blocked. You are no longer afraid to hold what's yours. And then say it again, to receive unlimited wealth now. Not later, not someday, now. Because wealth doesn't wait for conditions. It waits for alignment. When your inner posture is one of openness, the universe takes it as a green light. It sends the ideas, the helpers, the opportunities, the money, in all forms, from all directions, without limits. You are not asking for a little. You are opening yourself to the overflow. You are expanding the container of your life to hold more. More than you've ever had. More than you've ever dared to believe. And you do it without fear. Because you know you'll use your wealth well. You'll bless others. You'll grow. You'll give. You'll live fully without apology and without shame. And so this becomes your living spell. I am open and ready to receive unlimited wealth now. Let it clear the air around you. Let it cleanse the space within you. Let it pull prosperity toward you like a magnet. And now, with your heart wide open, your energy aligned, and your spirit fully awakened to the divine truth of your abundance, you step into the final spell, not as a beginner, but as someone who remembers, someone who has tasted the truth. Someone who knows that what they say they create. And so, with gentle strength and deep certainty, the last affirmation arises. I live in a constant flow of financial miracles. Let that wash over you like a warm wave, a constant flow. Not one-time blessings, not random luck, but a divine rhythm, steady, unshakable, always moving in your favor. When you say this, you are stepping beyond the limits of logic and entering into the terror of the miraculous. Money comes, not because you strain, but because you trust. It flows, not in panic but in peace. It moves, not from control, but from connection to the source that never dries. Speak this with joy like a song that has always lived in your soul. I live in a constant flow. Not a trickle, not a drop, but a river of provision endlessly refilled, divinely directed. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are living in them. They surround you. They multiply around you. They build your tomorrow and bless your today. Every moment, every hour, you are in the current of the miraculous. That means unexpected money, surprising opportunities, sudden breakthroughs, divine rescues, sweet abundance arriving exactly when you need it, sometimes even before you know what to ask for. You are walking proof that financial miracles are not myths. They are movements of spirit through the open heart of a willing soul. Say this and feel the fear dissolve. Say this and feel the hope expand. Say this and remember you are not cursed, forgotten, or behind. You are chosen. You are favored. You are connected to the highest power in the universe. And that power desires your good. It wants you to be supported, steady and overflowing in every way. So say it again as a promise, as a prayer, as a personal prophesying. I live in a constant flow of financial miracles. Let this be the energy that holds you, heals you, and helps you rise into everything you were born to be. Then let this final message be the seal, the golden thread that weaves through all 10 divine spells you've spoken. You are not here to scrape by. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to live a life of lack, wondering if the universe has forgotten your name. You are here to remember that money is not just paper. It is energy. It is circulation. It is divine substance responding to your consciousness. And now your consciousness has shifted. Your words have risen. Your vibration has been lifted into the frequency of miracles. You are no longer the one who hopes. You are now the one who knows. You no longer ask if the blessings will come. You walk with the quiet confidence that they already are. You no longer speak from fear. You speak from divine favor. And that favor, that sacred alignment, is now echoing in the universe, drawing in opportunities, helpers, provision, and peace. The spells you have spoken today are not temporary. They are timeless. They are eternal truths that can never be taken from you. Let them live in your voice. Let them breathe in your heart. Let them anchor your days and uplift your nights. Return to them whenever doubt tries to whisper. Speak them boldly when life feels uncertain. And know this with all your being: you are always provided for, always supported, always in the care of a loving, abundant universe. Now walk forward not as someone in need, but as someone already fulfilled. Let every step be taken in the rhythm of wealth. Let every breath affirm your readiness. Let every day begin with the knowing: I am one with divine supply, and my prosperity is forever unfolding. You have cast no spells today, you have remembered your power. And now that power is working, instantly, endlessly, and always under grace.